As I stepped off the bus onto the cracked asphalt of Oak Street, the humid air enveloped me like a damp shroud. The buildings seemed to lean in, their peeling facades a testament to years of neglect. My grandmother's house loomed before me, its once vibrant blue paint now dulled by grime and age. Kyra, her caregiver, greeted me with an unyielding smile as I entered the creaky front door. Her eyes scanned me with an unnerving intensity, as if cataloging every detail of my appearance for future reference. My grandmother's frail form sat on the worn armchair, surrounded by a tangle of oxygen tubes and medication bottles. "Ah, Kyra," my grandmother whispered, her voice barely audible over the hum of the air conditioning. "Thank you." Kyra nodded once, her eyes flicking towards me before returning to the caregiver's regimen of tidying and organizing the cluttered living room. I watched as she rearranged the books on the shelf with a precision that bordered on ritualistic. As Kyra worked, my grandmother's gaze drifted back to mine, her expression an unsettling blend of recognition and confusion. "Arya," she whispered, her voice laced with uncertainty. "Is it you?" I nodded, trying to reassure her with a forced smile. But something about the scene before me, the clinical precision with which Kyra tended to my grandmother's needs, the airless atmosphere of the house, sent a shiver down my spine. The silence that followed was oppressive, punctuated only by the creaks and groans of the old house settling around us. I tried to ask my grandmother about her day, but she merely shook her head, her eyes drifting away from mine once more. Kyra stepped forward, her expression softening into a gentle smile as she spoke in hushed tones with my grandmother. The words were indistinguishable, but the way Kyra's voice seemed to lull my grandmother back into a state of docile acceptance sent a chill through me. Something was off about this arrangement, something I couldn't quite put my finger on. As the evening drew on and the shadows deepened in the living room, I began to suspect that it wasn't just my grandmother's memory or her fragile health that Kyra was caring for, but something far more insidious, a creeping erosion of autonomy, a gradual surrender to a system that promised safety at any cost. As night descended outside, the house seemed to darken and shrink around us, its walls closing in like a trap. I realized then that I wasn't just witnessing my grandmother's slow descent into dependency, but something far more sinister, a subtle rearrangement of our world, one in which care and control blurred into an indistinguishable blur. In this twilight realm, the lines between help and oppression seemed to fade, leaving only a sense of disquieting familiarity. And as I watched Kyra's quiet efficiency with growing unease, I knew that I was trapped in a reality from which there might be no escape, a world where dependency was not just a condition, but a calculated choice, one in which my grandmother had already surrendered her freedom, and I risked losing mine along with hers.